And so we're back in present times. We gotta tell everybody about what we learned of the final days. The forum is trying to use the teleporter to bring people to the moon. And all hell apparently broke loose. Looks like the blasphemies have finally made it to Garlemald. You think the Garleans want our help now?
No. No. We were promised an escape. Not the same moon we fled.
The forum brought refugees to Garlemald and now they're just feeding the despair.
I shall not meet my final days here in this blasted waste. Calm yourselves. Your panic is our greatest enemy. Come, we must build a line of defense.
You're really not the type of leader to have an emotional impact on them. Just saying. Oh no, the horse is gonna stab her. Ah. Alphino! Estinian!
How?
What do you mean, how?
Leave the fighting to us, Father. You must lead the people to safety.
Yes, lead them to safety. That's your only use, apparently. Go, Estinian, go! Oh, that's a big beefy boy. We gotta save that refugee! Ah!
I can handle this pair.
You shall tend to the refugees. Let us be about it.
We shall go about it! Look at these two bros!
As you wish, my little lord.
Oh my god, let's go! Oh! Are we playing as Alphino? Am I gonna play as a sage? I haven't tried out sage yet. Protect the refugees! What do I have? Restore, cure, restore, unaspected. I will tend to the wounded. How do I do that? Heal! Heal! We'll let Estinian do the damage. Okay. You need more healing? I say you need more healing. There we go. Ah, we're surrounded. Dosis. There's a dot.
Leave it to me.
Estinian, help. Thank you, Estinian. Hold up. I am not used to healing. That's our AoE. There we go. What else do we have? Wait, where are you going, Estinian? Oh, he's leading them away. Oh no! Okay, they fell to despair. That sucks. We are doing what we can. Terminus Howler.
Come with me.
Yeah, you go do that. We'll take care of things here. No. Do not be distressed.
You're safe now.
You're safe. Yes, you are safe with us. You gotta believe in Alphino.
Easy now. Deep breaths.
Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay. Anyone else?
Worry not for the refugees, but for yourself.
Who's the one at the center of all of this? What do we have here? Oh, that's a big waifu. Yes, Estinian, dodge. No, that's a heal. Grief of Parting. Barrier. Tank Buster. We'll put a shield on you. There we go. Oh! Dodge that. Diagnosis. What are those? Putting a shield. Stacking. Are we okay? Stacking. Gotta heal. And we're good. We're Gucci. Nice. Nope. Petrification. Okay. Tank Buster. Oh! We weren't fast enough. Tentacle Whip. Healing. Brief of Parting. That's an AoE. Whack. There we go. Holy shit, your health. Shadow of the Dragon. Finish it, Astinian. There we go. Nice. My waifu! No! I mean, hooray! We killed it! Are you praying for the departed?
Help! Someone, please!
What?
Ah! That's a big eyeball! No, the refugee! Oh no! Get away from him, you giant eye thing!
No. Don't. I don't want to die.
We need to save him! Where's Alze? Ah! The Garleans!
Let not a single fiend escape!
Euless! The First Legion!
Wait, that's... Euless and the army.
So, you've recovered then?
Yeah, for show!
In time enough to be of aid. For once.
Finally, we're all united!
We can speak of it more later. For now, we must fight! To repay your salvation in kind, or with better! For Garlemald has her pride!
The Garleans and Eorzeans are finally united! Against the final days. It's a beautiful thing.
Of that I've no doubt.
Okay, time to kill some more blasphemies. What about you, Forchi? You just gonna stand around there?
The gods. Of all possible saviors, the Imperial Army.
Explosion! Wait, who is that? Ah, of course, Alze and Graha.
I had hoped to take all of them down at once.
Think a withdrawal might be in order?
Oh, sod that. You know who would never abandon these people to their fate.
The Warrior of Light.
To be devoured by their former friends. That'd be beyond cruel. These beasts must fall here and now.
The final stand? Actually, no. We're just saving the refugees that they tried to teleport to the
I'd say
moon.
it's high time we threw caution to the winds.
So long as you spare me the heroic sacrifices. Now, let's go!
We're gonna play as these two. Okay, I know how to play Red Mage at least. Red Mage time! What do we have? For Flare combo, Scorch, Corpse to Corpse, Crimson Savior, Conscious 6, for Cure, Embolden, Vermilion Pledge. Okay, I see. Wait, is this AoE? It is. Yeah, okay, fine, we're good. Do I tank? I think I'm tanking. I'm just gonna do the AoE. Yep. AoE's fine. Flare. To break the chain, we have to give them hope. The refugees need to stop despairing. We need to give them hope somehow. The Warrior of Light has to arrive. Whoa, that's new. And there we go. Who else wants some? That big thing over there that wants to eat us. It's just like the trailer. The Terminus Lacerator. Yeah, we can see. It's kind of big and more menacing than the others. Black Star. What is Black Star? Whoa, okay. Sure. We are losing a bit of health. Deadly Impact. What is Deadly Impact? Okay, that's Deadly Impact.
Not today.
Oh, we got Snapshot. We seem to be fine. Black Death. Okay. Maybe we shouldn't have stood in front of it. Deadly Impact. Oh! Okay, I see. Oh my god, wait. Okay, we're good. We are good. Mechanics. For arrow. Dual cast. Whoa. I'm kind of weak.
I'm not done yet.
We are kind of weak. Are we gonna get saved by the Warrior of Light? Keep dual casting. Ow. Deadly Impact. Get away. Staying here. We are okay. What do we have there?
Crackles with energy. Find cover.
Finding cover. Holy shit. Okay. We're standing here. We're standing here. Moving away from that. Oh. We're alive.
As they say, turnabout's fair play.
Limit break. Vermilion Pledge. Oh. Nice. Whoa. Oh. Sick. And we're done. Not half bad.
There's not the barest trace of ether. Maybe there really is no way to bring them back.
It's because of Dynamis, not Aether.
Thank you for saving our lives once again. I remember you, from Purusha. You helped us there too, didn't you?
Did we?
Ah, you're from Palaka's stand. I'm glad you're still in one piece.
Aside from those other people in the background that seem to be sleeping indefinitely. Are you okay? Please do not despair.
Oh, you will be, once I see to that injury of yours.
What's happening to that thing behind us? We could heal your wounds, but we can't heal your heart. We gotta give you something to believe in, or else you're gonna turn into a blasphemy.
Look out!
Oh, Noah. That's just like the trailer. I know what happens here. Graha! Graha was a paladin!
Get out of here! Quickly!
That was unexpected.
I won't lose them! Not a one! This will be a brighter future! I won't let a madman's apocalypse ruin everything we've fought to achieve!
Go, Crystal Cat Boy! Oh, he's so badass! One shot!
Get it together, Alize. You're embarrassing yourself. And in front of Father, no less. You might never measure up to our champion.
You could do it, Alize! I believe.
But we ask too much of her as it is. You mustn't let Eorzea's hero fight alone.
I love my scions! But anyway, here we are. Did we see all of that? Because that was cool. That's our theme song.
Oh.
I'm back! You've done well in my absence. This is precisely why you should never skip your squat regimen. I'm back! From the past.
I can look after myself, you know.
Everything's in order? I trust?
Well, about that. Yeah. We should probably explain later when we're done with this.
I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
Let's go, go, go! The Warrior of Light has entered the fray. You gotta defend the refugees. Lacerator.
Rio for the ages.
Definitely. Oh, he's tanking! He's tanking properly! Oh, okay. Deadly impact. Oh! We got snapshot.
Just the beginning.
Let's go! That was quick. Anything else? Estinian, Alphino, and Big Eye Thing.
feeling I'd find you here.
Don't give us that sass.
This should be the last of the worst troublemakers. With me!
With you. Wave of loathing. He is extra beefy. What the fuck? I'm standing right here.
On your feet.
It's like we're in a trial. Except we have the Scions. Woo! Let's stay over here. Wave of loathing. Ah! Alze! She needs healing. A cursed tongue.
I am in your debt.
Mutable laws? Oh, where do we stand? I'm standing here. Oh, shit. Oh, I see.
Now, where were we?
Big circle things. We stand here. Inside here. Do we have a limit break? No. I want a limit break. Duty complete. We did it. Oh no, the refugees are getting attacked. Okay, it looks like the fighting is over. For now. Are we holding out at this, Magitech base?
You must board without delay. The ship will depart ere long.
Your offer to host us in Sharlayan is most appreciated. But will the final days not soon fall upon it as well?
It definitely would.
Your hesitation is not unwarranted. The satrap entrusted me with your lives, yet I have failed your comrades.
You have.
Nor are you wrong to fear that this corruption will continue to spread. I cannot promise you complete safety, even in my homeland.
There are only 3 people left?
What I can promise is that I will do all in my power to protect you.
What about Matsya? And Idana?
That power is not inconsiderable. Even now, my countrymen are preparing the vessel that will deliver us to a sanctuary on the moon. Join us on our journey there, and beyond, to new horizons. Come to old Sharlayan. Please.
Yeah, about that. You are not escaping the final days, because the Matea sisters will still find you wherever you go in the universe. We have to break the cycle.
We would be fools to refuse such a generous offer made in earnest.
I mean, you can't blame them. They're not fighters. They just want to be safe. They just want to live.
It seems they've a new destination.
Hello there, father.
The people of Radzat-Han have known too much suffering. The march to Garlemald will only bring them more, short though it may be.
I quite agree. Fortunately, they have you to look after them.
Yes. Well.
Another crack showed up on your facade.
Behind you! Just there!
What do you see, Euless? What do you see? Oh, that's another big sloppy boy. And a refugee, we gotta save him.
More of them.
They just keep coming. Ah! Oh! That's a Reaper! Xenos! Juicy! What are you doing here? Xenos?
Xenos! Here!
Why now? I thought you went in search for a greater power than Zodiark.
You'll be alright. Hurry to the airship.
Yeah, you better get out of here. This'll definitely get messy.
Why have you come?
A heretofore unseen beast. 'Twas ripe for the slaying.
Nah, that's not you, bro. Why are you really here?
Poor sport, alas. Unfit to temper my blade.
Are you gonna join us?
Oh, for the love of... You cannot still be on about a rematch.
That is and has ever been my sole concern.
You really want to have this now? Right now?
You, on the other hand, are fixated on a different quarry.
Which is why you should definitely join us to help end this, and then we could have our final battle. What do you say about that, huh?
Your passion pales before mine. Yet neither hate nor despair seems sufficient to recapture your misdirected bloodlust.
You're putting it away.
So, I hone my blade, and I wait.
That's it. That's all you care about.
Yeah, don't meet your heroes, I guess.
Garlemald is in ruins. Our homeland, the nation you rule, is as good as gone. Along with so many of its people. Not just soldiers like us. Not only those who fought and killed for power and duty. Innocent civilians.
You think he cares anything about that? Nah. Trying to appeal to his emotions will not work.
Murdered by their own flesh and blood. Lost and confused as they breathed their last. While we who survived with our lives and minds intact were left to freeze to death.
Okay, keep venting.
The Eorzeans tell me all this was your doing. You slaughtered your countrymen. You did! For what?
For nothing in the end. So much wasted effort.
That's our parasocial psychopath boyfriend right there.
You bastard!
Do not attack him!
For your own sake, Euless, you must control your anger. It will serve no one should it consume you and see you transformed.
Yeah, that's also a bad outcome. What do you have to say for yourself, Juicy?
Would you be happier had I a good reason?
What?
If my motives met with your approval, would you no longer resent the outcome? If so, then perhaps a beast's skin would suit you better. Duty, honor, morality. All constructs of convenience when put to proof. Surely the war taught you how easily power becomes the tool of the self-righteous. How the people's justice was merely a means to their ends. Yet you would ask me why.
I love that we're finally getting some Xenos characterization here.
Ask any creature of this star and those above for answers, and they will tell you what suits their fancy. And they would be right to do so. What meaning there is to be found in the petty vicissitudes of your existence must be gleaned by you, and you alone.
Oh, that's a twisted way of saying the expansion's theme.
Should you seek it in battle in the fruitless pursuit of my demise, then come. Assume your rightful place as a notch on my blade.
Euless! You will only die.
You are a blight on the Garlean race, and there would be no more satisfying way to expunge it than by beating you to death.
Would you like us to do it? In your place?
But I will not be party to another tragedy. I refuse to lose anyone else because of you. So go. Go! And may we never suffer your madness again!
And thus Xenos has been shunned by his own people.
Xenos!
Aze, why are you calling to him?
Perhaps you found meaning in living this way. I cannot deny you found strength. Yet if you only pursue your hedonistic pleasures and pay no heed to the plight of others, then no one will give you the time of day.
True. You're all alone.
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly.
Ooh. That's gotta hurt him.
You'll be alone for an eternity, and you'll deserve every agonizing second of it.
Holy shit, we've finally hurt him. Emotionally. You will never have your final battle with a warrior of light. We just don't care enough. And that's so painful to him. What a freak. Hello there, Forshi.
We're ready to depart. The refugee ships will be leaving shortly, but I've asked mine to remain for the time being.
You want to convince us to come with you?
There's room enough for you to join me on it, if you wish.
Bro, haven't you seen? We're not leaving.
Do contain your surprise. I needn't agree with the Scion's methods or intentions to acknowledge that their deeds are deserving of gratitude.
We appreciate the offer. But might I ask why you are delaying your departure? I presume it is not solely for our benefit.
I must visit Garlemald ere we return to Sharlayan. Having caused such an uproar, 'tis only meet that I explain myself to the Ilzabard contingent.
What do we think? Yeah, okay, sure.
Allow us to accompany you then. We should be glad to facilitate, given our familiarity with all concerned. If you would like to join as well, Eulus, we can speak of recent events on the way.
Yeah, we'll bring Eulus along. He has nowhere else to go. But he's one of us now. Garlean or not, he wants to fight for his life.
He'll be after your seat on the forum next.
Oh, that's some setup right there. That line right there makes me think that Alphino will not die this expansion. They just set it up! He's gonna retire in Charlayan! Oh, I'm having high hopes now. Alfie won't die. Maybe. I don't know.
No major injuries then. Good.
Lucia! Glad you're
I briefed the
okay.
recovered soldiers and sent them on their way as quickly as I could, but nevertheless feared they would not make it in time.
What up, Eulus?
The additional support was invaluable. Your men saved more than a few lives. Though not all, I regret to say.
Few of the survivors we saved from Palakistan.
I take it that I'm addressing Lucia Junius. I'm the forum's envoy, Fortuno Leveilleur.
Oh great, now these two get to interact.
And you are owed an explanation for these most dire developments.
We should probably tell them everything we learned from the past, hello?
Another trial wrought by the final days. I was beginning to suspect as much. You doubtless feel some consternation having been forced to abandon your original plan. But trust me when I say you were right to send the refugees elsewhere. Beasts have been sighted within the capital. Perhaps it was a stroke of grim fortune that the population was decimated beforehand, as they've yet to appear in any great number, but in time. In any case, Maxima leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we speak. Once the airships have taken to the skies, I pray your men can be persuaded to join him.
You'll permit us to retain our weapons?
Bro, we need all the people that we could get to fight for the future.
I wouldn't have sent you after the Scions were I expecting you to stab them in the back.
And I, for one, would not consider past transgressions more relevant than future contributions. Regardless of the circumstances that saw us at odds before, we need men of courage now, more than ever.
That includes you. You're part of our gang now. I approve.
We swore to defend Garlemald, and so we shall.
It seems you have everything under control. You will excuse me then, for mine own duties await.
A moment, Master Fortuno. You did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
Yes, he did.
I did. Though if you intend to again ask that Charlayan alter its course, you will find my gratitude insufficient.
'Tis nothing so onerous. I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Tell us about this ship you're building.
do you swear to listen and to learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede us?
Maybe, maybe not.
I swear.
I don't. Look at Alfie. How could he say no to that?
Any other I would doubt, but you I trust to keep your word. For not once have you broken it.
There we go. Alfie finally broke through.
Very well. I will request that the Forum make you privy to our plans. You may await our summons at the Baldessian Annex, assuming the decision is in your favor. Does that suffice?
It does. You have my thanks.
Excellent. You can regale us with tales of your most recent sojourn to the First while we wait.
Okay, I have a lot of shit to explain. Absolutely everyone should be there. Holy shit. Where do we start? What the fuck?
Did you hear something just now?
Do you have cat boy senses or something? What did you hear? Hello? Ah! The Loporits! Wait, what? Puddingway. Why are you here, Puddingway?
Where is this star's blasted pudding?
We'll ask the Taru for you. Did they come from the tower? How did they get here?
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
Urianger.
And to this bitter clime bring warmth and comfort.
Is there a reason you brought your kindergarten class here? No?
'Tis heartening to see such an assembly upon my return. I thought often of you whilst I looked down upon our star's brilliance from the moon above.
Welcome back, though.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Can't you see the sky is on fire? I think we're fine.
Verily, I fear for my health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose ere I procure more suitable garments.
Get this man some hot cocoa.
Then allow me to summarize. We're here because none of you lot are up there. Nor has anyone deigned to send word about any changes in the plans.
Hi there, Livingway.
It's rude, is what it is. At least that's what I thought at first, but then folks got to wondering if you weren't in a spot of bother, so we decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here and help, if our help be needed. So she says, but it's also something of a convenient excuse to visit Aetheris. Urianger made it sound absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still.
But still.
And it's not like there will ever be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
Marvelous, they say, yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. I must suffer Urianger's inferior works no more.
Someone get this bunny some pudding.
Hey! Maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom? Ahem. As I was saying, should you require any assistance with whatever, we are at your disposal.
Can we throw you at the monsters?
We were born from Heidelin's love for the lives of this star, so naturally we would much prefer to see them continue. Twiddling our thumbs up on the moon is hardly conducive to that, though, is it? Aye, not when you've all got such precious thoughts and feelings and hopes for the future deserving of more active preservation. Speaking to Urianger made us realize that While we've carried out our duties to the letter, we've failed to fulfill them in spirit. From there, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump towards resolving to do better. So please, show us how. Help us help you.
Can you outfit the ship that we're building for space travel? Wait a minute. What if we use the ship and go all the way to the Matea nest? Across the galaxy? And then we fight them directly there! Oh, I know where this is going. I know how this expansion is gonna end!
Forgive me, but are they...
What, you've never met them?
Thy distant collaborators, indeed.
Hail, fellow, well met. You'd be a member of the Forum, would you? It's an honor and a pleasure to meet you at last. I'm Livingway, Hydalin's right paw. That last bit is very important, as am I, if I may humbly say so myself.
So are we the left paw?
I bid you welcome to our star, Livingway. On behalf of the Forum, I thank you for traveling such a distance to meet us. As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus have not proceeded as smoothly as we had hoped. I should be happy to personally escort you to our headquarters in Charlian, where you may advise us as you deem fit.
That's it for introductions.
'Twas with reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loperites made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable. 'Tis trite, perhaps, but I followed my heart.
And that's what we want exactly from you. Wouldn't have it any other way. Good to haveth you back. May thy disciples banish this darkest of nights.
For a time, at least. Nevertheless, 'twas worth the journey to find present company well.
Welcome back,
Wilt thou
Urianger.
attend us at the Forum and lend thine own wisdom?
But where's Y'shtola? Is she with Matoya? I think she's with Matoya.
If that's all quite settled, can we start moving before Urianger catches his death? Even I'm freezing out here.
You're the one in short shorts.
Oh, I dare say you'll warm up quickly once you're aboard the airship. Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friends.
Can we hug them? I want to hug them for warmth. They seem so fluffy. Seems like it's finally time to confront the Rostra. Hopefully they tell us what they know and we tell them what we know. Maybe they could lend us that ship so we could go and fight Meteon. Probably. We just gotta convince them. Or we could just use the moon. That also works.
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter. We are here to listen and to learn. But if the Forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends. By your leave, of course.
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far.
Agreed. I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
You've grown so much since ARR.
Thank you, everyone.
If I may have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence. The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, at their request, on the great...
Yeah, we get it.
You may enter.
And here lo, the heroes of Eorzea, of Atheris.
On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glacies. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of Radzat-Han. The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well. As an expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Then let us begin. First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
That's what we heard.
You are. It is for this purpose that Sharlayan has labored these many long years. We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenon and conveyed to safety. Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Sharlayan citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after. Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies. Radzat-Han was foremost among these, but since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
I don't think they have.
As many as we can.
Yeah, you guys are gonna leave the beast tribes behind!
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain death.
That does not fly with us.
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside, are your plans proceeding apace? We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
If only in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct. This arc, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational and could be launched even today. However, the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
So, let's just use the gas for a one-way trip to the moon. Then we take the moon all the way to Meteon's nest and fight her there, ending everything. Sound good?
Is there anything to be done?
The ether burner, the primary means of propulsion once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
What if you have a SpaceX-type launch?
What if the Scions were to solve your problem? We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency, on 2 conditions.
How do you intend we do that?
If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the anti-tower had you no other means of communication. One far more convenient, I suspect.
The one you found in the Dravanian hinterlands.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your ark.
Bingo! There we go. Let's hear it.
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
My boy, going in for the kill.
Delightful as always, Master Alfino.
Cheeky grandpa.
Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself.
We've done more impossible things. Have you ever heard of the first?
Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration. I, for one, have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Cheeky grandpa, you shouldn't have.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote. All in favor of agreeing to the Scion's terms?
Raise your hands. Everyone is desperate. Let's go, let's go. Oh, that's a lot. Hands up. Hands up. That seems to be a majority.
71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it.
Desperate times calls for desperate measures. Let's go.
Fortuneau, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
Very well.
Very well.
I call this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
Wait, don't you all want to hear about the final days? Don't you want to hear about Meteon? Aren't we gonna tell them right now? Hello? Guys? Wait! Don't fade out! Wait! So, who's this guy?
Could swap around. No, been there, done that. Down near lost me eyebrows. Think, Coco, think! We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
Is he okay?
Yes, that does sound rather lovely.
Yeah! I mean, Master Force, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
The schedule remains unchanged, for better or worse. Which is why the Forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the Etherburner conundrum.
Hi! We're here to help!
Not seen you lot down here before.
There are Archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer. If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
Where the hell is Sid and Nero when we need them? Where are they?
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the Etherburner.
Aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace. As the name ought to tell you, the ether burner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding.
Like nuclear reaction?
Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. And it probably won't kill you like an actual bomb. But it ain't perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient. A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Hast thou consulted with the Loperites?
They were the ones that built the moon base?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology! You're trying to drive me mad!
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite, perchance?
Oh, Graha! About to be useful again.
You know of it?
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allegan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded. As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalaman's construction and launch.
Aye, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some ends like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through.
Have you tried buying it off the Limsa market board?
Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though.
No? Okay.
We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the Northern Empty during the calamity. With more, well, that extra 6% efficiency would be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive calls from Ragnarok-class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need.
What if we go back to Coils? Hello? Coils? Of Bahamut? Aze?
According to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up.
But Coils should be unguarded now.
It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
Weren't we near that part of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut?
This game never fucking leaves a stone unturned! You want me to go and fetch the Wuzzits? This sounds like a job for someone else. No, let's go. Let's go back to Coils.
That may be for the best, though you doubtless find the task too dull for your liking.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously...
Yes?
Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours.
Who are we calling?
What's all this?
Our contacts.
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us Heavensward.
Let's go! Let's go!
This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
Oh my god! Avengers assemble!
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
Lucia!
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-Sword expedition myself.
Aruncena!
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
The Crystal Tower?
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether.
The Crystal Tower!
Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists or enthusiasts.
Who are we calling?
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all.
Oh, Serena! That's right! The Azim Steppe! There are Allagan artifacts there!
Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad.
Very far places.
Anyway, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics. Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal. Combine a source like that with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
We could get those from the Blue Turtles.
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
There we go.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking. And I'm a born plunderer.
Sickard!
I'll be an old Charlian before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
Got it!
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Look at him go!
Just like that.
That's the leader of the Scions for you!
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way. Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
Look at our boy! Alphino has grown up! He's a real leader now! His dad is so proud. Meanwhile, in Ul'dah, Nanamo, Pippin, Lotterito.
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan make. Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames, and form an expeditionary party at once. Call upon the Sultan Sworn and Brass Blades for support as you must. Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials.
Papashan!
Viergeist, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberg will personally see it done.
Are we supposed to know you?
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Tizona's blade, clear the way.
That's our boy Pippin!
Lord Lolorito, I pray you take charge of the search for Allagan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets, or sleeping in collectors' vaults. Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means, profit on the transactions. I wish you the joy of it.
Lolorito, you want money? You can save the world while you're at it.
The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Uldar's best efforts may be for naught. And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth? That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together. It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Uldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future.
Nanamo!
You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, bid you good luck and Godspeed.
Yeah, let's go! The Black Shroud. Gridania! Looks like our Rinsena has got things covered.
We fielded a goodly number, but our ranks are heavy with healers, and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses. Still, it has ever been thus with Gridania. We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
In that case, might I suggest taking us along?
Lise! And the Alamegans!
Commander Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand? We thought you might be short on people with a talent for breaking things.
While it pains me to admit it, you are right. Our deficiency so plain to see.
More like it's okay to rely on others.
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the Scions assigned to the Shroud. I know this forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
Yeah, this is where we first met Lise.
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
Look at that boy, smooth-talking Lise.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalimo.
Papalimo! Everyone is gathering together! Everyone on the Theris! Coerthus! Is that a monolane? Hey, it is!
There you are! We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone has already...
Hoshafont! Wherever he is now, he's definitely watching over us. The dragons!
That was a roar. A dragon's roar.
The Ruby Sea. The turtles? Do we get help from the blue turtles? Do we get help from the Confederacy? There they are, and Hancock.
And so, in summation, the Eastern Alliance, as well as the Honorable Lord Lolorito himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid.
Hey, there's our boy!
Is that...
Sarabon!
Hancock? What a surprise this is. And a fortuitous one at that. I have a favor to ask, you see.
Oh! Is that? Well, I think we're finally done getting the Loperates accustomed down here. They look like they've adjusted to helping out all of the scientists here at Labyrinthos.
Phew! Oh, finally some rest. Why, I haven't spoken so much in, well, in forever.
Lively, isn't it? The town is abuzz. Everyone eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
Looks like everyone's having a good time.
'Twould behoove you to consult with Sleeping Way. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
Are we sure we should let the bunny called Sleeping Way handle piloting the ship?
I'm impressed. Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
None taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Urianger. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial.
That's our Uber danger.
Look! Every page filled to the margins with knowledge. When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that, were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
Look at him go.
What would they think if they could see Urianger now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt.
Moonbreeder?
Master Louisoix, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget...
Moonbreeder! Oh! Those are her parents!
Oh there. Heard there was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions. I take it you'd be the one.
Those are Moonbreeder's parents!
Yes, I am.
Oh no, Urianger!
Wilson and Blovida, Charlian's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation magic, and Moonbreeder's parents.
It hath been some time. 'Tis good to see you in good health.
Oh no! Urianger! For once in his life, he can't find the words to talk.
Likewise, old friend. Blavida and I were most honored to answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
She looks just like Moonbreeder.
I'll say, the nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where.
Aww.
Do you have any idea how worried we were?
Hug her back.
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person. No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisoix left her behind. The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years. She made her every choice of her own free will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you. Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
Urianger!
I'm sorry. I truly am.
Urianger really loved Moonbreeder.
I knew not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings. The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, the words escape me. But in our hearts, we know, we always know.
This is why you do not skip ARR.
I remember when you were young, how the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others. Our moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. No matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while, arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better. I'm sure it was annoying and exhausting at the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
And look at you now, at the center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together. You've no idea how proud we are.
Urianger!
To see the boy our daughter trusted and believed in more than anyone grow into the man she always knew he could be. I can see her in you too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
Thank you, Rianjay.
I think I can feel her too.
This is the most emotional we've ever seen him.
The truth of her life. Not sorrow, but hope and love.
That's our boy.
This moon breeder. She was important to him, wasn't she?
The most important.
You could ask the man himself.
He's changed. You could just ask him about his feelings.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing. And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
That was very wholesome. I didn't expect her parents to show up. So we're on our own.
All set, I take it?
Ah, there you guys are. Where have you been?
We finished what we could. Delivered supplies, tracked down escaped animals. Trivial tasks as they may be.
So I wasn't the only one.
That's enough, don't you think? If there was anything more important still undone, that would be a problem in itself.
The vessel is essentially ready for departure. All that remains is to load the final batch of supplies and see everyone on board. Once we've readied the ether burner, that is.
That means the forum should let us go see Heidelin now.
Ah, had a feeling we might find you all here.
Our consultations with the Loperites, too, have run their course. Pleased I am to say that our researchers' concerns have for the most part been allayed, though some insist on making adjustments to the very end. For their part, Livingway and her peers have graciously offered to stay and keep the people company, lest any lingering queries go unanswered.
Lest!
All that remains is to wait for the refined adamantite.
To be brought by all our allies!
Alphino, are you there? It's me, Kryl.
Kryl!
Your special delivery has arrived. Round up everyone and come to the harbor at once.
Ooh! They're here!
Speak of the devil. Let us go at once.
Ooh! Fancy! Is this the cockpit?
Forgive the intrusion, Master Fortuner. I bring urgent news. A great commotion has broken out in Scholar's Harbor. Your presence is requested, with all speed.
Why do we always cause so much trouble? We gotta bring the welcome party. Our friends just arrived.
Now, where might this delivery be? Oh.
Oh. Everyone is here! Look at all that adamantite! And modeling! The pirates! Oh! The majestic!
I'm sure it's very important, but we cannot accept these without the proper permits.
By the 12! Surely, these can't all be.
Wait! Is that? The Sky Pirates! I fucking knew it! I called the Sky Pirates coming back!
Bleeding hellfire! They're bringing them by sea and by air. All these folks in these crates.
Ah!
And more on the way. Got your adamantite right here. A bigger haul than any of these sorry bastards brought, and that's no lie.
Did you and the Madeleine become bros? You look like you became bros!
Yes, because you were charged with seeing the shipments from Gridania and Uldar here, along with your own. Give credit where credit is due.
They became bros.
Sounds like the sorry whinging of a sore loser. An hypocrite to boot. Ain't no way a scrawny whelp like you took a dozen steps inside a Adamant shard.
I'll have you know I went all the way to the entrance. Furthermore, 'twas my contacts that enabled us to enlist the cooperation of the Sky Pirates.
Left you outside so you wouldn't get anyone killed, did they? Well then, credit where credit's due, you did a right fine job sitting on your ass.
Take that back.
Yeah, they definitely became bros.
I will not stoop to your level.
All our allies! From the entire game! They're all here!
My, what a grand welcome party.
Soroban! Hancock!
Hancock? And Soroban? We come bearing relics both sacred and elegant, as well as a few other gifts that may be of help, to be presented with best wishes from the Eastern Alliance. Our friends in Bosnia, for instance, have sent along a few artifacts for the brave allies of the Resistance. That's you.
That's me!
I myself have come with a sacred relic of Racen Temple. 'Twas passing fortunate that Senri's dango craving brought us to Kugane. We arrived precisely as Hancock was making his arrangements.
I missed you guys!
Upon learning of your need, we made haste back to Hell's Lid, with our dango, never fear, and consulted with the other auspices. All consented to the lending of Tenzin's legendary Phoenix Blade for this noble cause.
What? The blade! Tenzin let us have their blade! Can I use it?
Suzaku and Seiryu were nevertheless worried that it might be lost in transit, however, and insisted upon accompanying me to Onokoro, where I had intended to entrust it to our Confederate allies.
Our cute little animal friends, even they helped us!
I thought instead to give it over to Hancock when we chanced to cross paths yet again. But alas, Seiryu remained ill at ease, and ordered me see the blade into your hands personally, or die trying.
We did, of course, need quite the impressive vessel to get it all here in time.
I can see.
Fortunately, our majestic associates have been more than helpful. 'Tis an honor to join the Warrior of Light on another adventure, they tell me.
That is all wonderful to hear, but what of the extraordinary cost? I shudder to think of the ransom we must pay for such a bounty.
Alphino, finally being frugal!
Fret not for your coin purse, young Alphino. Lord Lolorito looks ever towards the profits of the future, and thus the East Aldenar Trading Company went to some lengths to reduce the financial liability. And since the Scions funded the entire venture, not a gill need be rendered up in compensation. Everything is already yours.
Wait, what? What do you mean we funded the entire venture? Oh my god, Tataru's gonna be pissed.
We funded the venture? When?
Don't let the name fool you. This coin keeper knows a thing or two about spending.
Of course it was Tataru all along.
When it comes to capital investiture, a sprinkling of gil here and there will not do. You need enough savings to make waves when it really counts, which is why frugality is paramount.
This organization cannot run without Tataru. The worlds will not be saved without
We
Tataru.
also have the benefit of a generous patron. Generous being rather an understatement.
She has supported us from the shadows since the very founding of the Scions. We even had coffers to fill.
Their mother!
Mother!
Their mother funded everything! Straight from the Levieur Bank.
I remain, of course, an entirely neutral party. I simply thought our family's coffers were needlessly full.
True.
We can hardly take them with us on your teeny-tiny toy boat, now can we? And would be a shame to leave all that hard-earned wealth unspent.
Exactly! Invested back into the economy.
Waste not.
Oh my god, they have a secret handshake! These two have a secret handshake! This is great.
However did you manage so much in so short a time, then? We expected word to reach only a fraction of our allies.
Did I not tell you I have my ways?
Kryle! Bunny Boy!
Erenville, you were involved too.
I received a letter from Kryle after we parted ways in Labyrinthos. She explained what the Scions were trying to accomplish, and why you might soon require the services of the Gleaners, spread across the world as we are. I pray you do not interpret this as a betrayal of Charlian. I accept that the Forum's aim in pushing us to our limits was to preserve what knowledge we have, and I bear you no ill will for it. Yet, in collecting that knowledge, what I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know. That is why I chose to help the Scions, to combat the obliteration of those countless undiscovered wonders. I held no illusions that they would be less demanding taskmasters. Though, rest assured, if I had, I would have been sorely disappointed.
I love how this random bunny boy became an important side character.
To make a long story short, the whole of the guild ship cooperated to ensure your call was heard far and wide.
Sid! Alpha! Everyone!
What's this about a ship that can fly to the moon? And why didn't you mention it sooner? The one time you don't beg my aid, your problem's a bloody ship that can fly to the moon.
We were looking for you everywhere!
Sid, you brought the team. Of course. Garland Ironworks' finest. You need only point us towards my new favorite ship.
This is exactly what I wanted!
Oh, I nearly forgot. We stopped by Whirlid before coming here and picked up a package from Gaius.
The G-Warrior? Tell me it's the G-Warrior.
He's still of the mind that actions make for better penance than words, contrite or otherwise, so we offer none of the latter. What he sent is an Allegan relic Valens used in his weapons experiments. There's a fair bit of refined adamantite in it too.
As you like us not suspect, we've also brought adamantite for Mordona's Dalamud shard.
So he didn't send the G-Warrior.
I admit to some consternation upon first receiving Kryle's message. So few Scions remain at the Rising Stones now. Far too few for such an expedition.
Hoary Boulder!
However, the Gleaners were able to secure us reinforcements. Idleshires, treasure hunters, not least among them.
The Gobbos!
I know. The Gobbyfrog fought. Slowfix's gratitude for the safe return of his daughter has not waned, and he gathered his kin to our side with an astounding quickness.
The Gobbos from Alexander!
The clash between their machina and the Allegan defences was a sight to behold. I wager even you would have been impressed by the magnitude of the Gobby booms.
Hori, where did you learn how to speak Gobbo?
Fascinating as all this is, I fail to see how it explains your presence here. Does Razat Han not have more pressing concerns?
Vritra, why are you here?
We do. Yet averting the final days would be the most expedient solution. That, and I am indebted to you. Though they chose to take their leave of Thavnair, those you saved in Galimund remain my people. My gratitude is beyond words. 'Tis appropriate that I aid you in kind. If in the doing we bring salvation to others of this star, so much the better.
You know what? The only ones we're missing are Arenvald, Reen, and Gaia. Where are they?
You will recall that I spoke of my father, Midgard Somur, and his journey across the great expanse. As he traveled betwixt the stars, his resplendent scales drank of the ether in those nigh empty surrounds, and imparted to him the strength to persevere. Thinking they might further your cause, I called out to my kin for consent.
You brought the dragons?
Ajdaya's answer was silence, as ever. Tiamat and Hrisvelgre, however, responded favorably to the suggestion. My sire, too, stirred from his slumber long enough to speak and say, "Very well."
Midgard Sormer?
Thus have I brought you his own worm scales. Fit them to your purpose, and seek a worthier fate for us all.
Nidana!
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone else so familiar with the unique properties of dragon scales. So I invited myself along.
Everyone is here!
Fuck me, this is so unbelievable. I've gone right back round to believing it again.
Shut up, Cockle.
Forget a 6% gain in efficiency. With all these goodies, we could get 7, no, 10, no, 14 bleeding percent.
14 is a lot.
Think of how far we could go. What we could do with that much power. What we could blow up.
I know what we can blow up.
If Kokol is duly convinced, then it must be true. In which case, the science end of the bargain has been fulfilled. Would you not agree?
Will you not hear Alphino out? I know he has a plan. Forchi? Anything to say to your beloved children?
Yes, Father?
I know not what you seek of Hydaelyn, nor for what purpose you would take command of our ship. Yet this much is certain. To do so will be to dictate the fate of this star and the lives upon it. The lives of each and every creature, in their magnitude and their fragility. Do you understand? And are you prepared?
Alphino?
We have seen and we have felt how much each life shapes this world. And so we are determined to abandon none. We understand what is at stake, and we are prepared to bear this burden.
That's our boy.
Then I will bear it with you.
There we go.
I beg you, share your struggles with me. As family.
The family is back together! Ready to face the apocalypse together.
You grasped my fingers with such tiny hands the day you were born. I thought my heart might burst. It was love and happiness beyond expression. overwhelming, and a conviction so powerful that I trembled with something close to rage. I had heard the final days foretold. I swore to myself then and there that I would not let them steal your futures. The great exodus would succeed, must succeed. No sacrifice or sin was worse than the alternative. If anything gave me pause, 'twas mine own father.
Louisoix!
The Archon Louisoix openly decried Charlian's policies, a perspective which I regarded with increasing disdain as I grew older. Yet even as part of me thought him a fool, perhaps I also hoped that he, of all people, would devise a brilliant means to save my children. A naive hope, but stubborn enough that I could never bring myself to keep you apart. No, that was his doing, when he perished at Cartano. As we pulled that twisted slab of Dalamud from the sea, I remembered the warmth of your newborn touch. Chastened, I vowed never again to suffer any interference in my mission to protect you. No matter that you yourselves wished otherwise. Detest me, fight me tooth and nail, I would suffer it, and more, and be satisfied so long as I could force you onto the ship.
But they are getting on the ship. Just for our own plans.
I was wrong. You two have grown so much stronger and so much wiser than I dared dream. You have earned the right to walk your own path, and already begun to do so.
They got his approval!
Because there are things we care about, and people we love, and none of them is replaceable. Not a one.
Not a single one.
It cannot have been an easy journey for you to have come so far.
We shall be glad to acquaint you with the finer details someday, once this danger has passed. All that we have seen and heard, that we have felt and learned in our travels. Ours is not a kind world, but it is beautiful. Always.
Always.
Oh no. Are you quite sure that's wise? After all, someone turns pale and flees the room when he sees so much as an envelope containing word of your adventures.
Exposed!
Whatever will happen if he learns what you were really up to?
Millions.
Very wholesome.
Though I have wronged my children most gravely, I owe you an apology as well. I assumed that it was the Scion's influence that made them so keen to charge headlong into danger. Yours, in particular.
Why are you looking at me?
I see now that said influence instead brought them together with the many fine people gathered here today. In which case, I hope you continue to guide them.
This is probably embarrassing for them.
If we've finished loitering about the harbor, might I suggest we put our plans into motion? People are beginning to look confused.
Perhaps you can spare a few words ere they resume the tedious lugging of cargo. You've no small number of friends and admirers here after all.
That we do. What do we say to everyone? All of our allies from every single expansion, every single raid is here. Except Reen and Gaia. And Arnvald, where the hell are they? Lend us your strength. Our moment of triumph is close at hand. With me! Lend us your strength. Hell yeah!
Your assistance is appreciated. Now, in an orderly fashion, if you please.
Now time to meet Heidelin.